R&B singer. Do you feel like R&B is making a comeback?
I don't feel like I'm just R&B. I feel like the music that I've put out thus far could be seen as R&B, but I feel like I have everything. I feel like the music I have for that's yet to come will show a mainstream vibe, and people would just be able to make their own genre out of Bobby Storm.
So that's what you're trying to do, create your own genre in this music industry?
You know, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm really just giving my all to everybody.
I know that's right.
And just releasing the music that I feel like would relate to everybody, and just being a prophet with my voice.
Okay, but if you had to give it a name, what name would you give your style of music?
Bobby Storm.
Okay. Period. Oh, that's that Bobby Storm type of flavor.
Exactly.
That could be.
I could dig it.
Yeah, I could definitely dig that. And I love the confidence, because a lot of people come in here and they come with not being so sure of themselves. And I don't get that from you, which is greatly granted, because you've done a lot. Like, you performed in front of Quincy Jones.
Say what?
So tell us about that performance.
Oh my God, that was crazy.
Yes.
Sounds
No, tell us
crazy,
the
man.
whole thing. Who was it for? I don't want to say it. I want you to say it.
All right,
Please do.
so this was for the Oprah's Legends Ball.
Yes.
It was
Say
in
what?
Santa Barbara.
Hold
Oprah.
on, Oprah, like Harpo.
You get a
Oprah?
call, you get a call, you get a call, Oprah.
Exactly.
Like
She's
everything's I do, I has to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Color purple Oprah.
Color Purple Oprah.
Okay.
All
Stedman
my lives
Oprah.
I had to fight
Huh?
Oprah.
Stedman Oprah.
I don't know Stedman Oprah. I know single Oprah.
Well, excuse me. He
My
ready to
fault. No
shoot his
disrespect.
shot, y'all.
No disrespect. Go ahead. My fault. I'm just talking
So,
my shit.
I got there, and the first song I sang was a song, a dedication song to Sidney Poitier and his wife. That went well while everybody was entering into the room. And then as the night went on, as everybody was sitting at their seats, I sang. Oprah sat directly across from the stage. Quincy sat to her left. Her right, which was my left.
So no pressure. No pressure at all.
Right.
You got Oprah here, Quincy
But
here.
I didn't even see it yet.
And already
because they had their-
serenading Sidney Poitier, right?
Sidney Poitier
Yes.
and his wife. Yes.
No pressure.
No pressure
That's a
yet,
lot of
because
pressure.
I didn't know
I would have shitted on
who all was
myself.
going to be there. You know, people. It's been like that my whole career. People
But
say
you
something's
never
gonna
heard
happen.
about the Legends Ball though? Like, because I know she used to. I don't know if she still have it, but she did have it annually. No.
And this year was big because it was.
Oh, it was
Selma.
this year.
No, this particular year.
Selma, the
It
movie
was
Selma.
Okay, so that was like a
All
few
of that
years
was
ago.
going- Yeah.
So this is bigger than the Players Ball. This is the
is
Legend
big.
Ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
I'm
talking
just
about
trying to get
Angela
corrected right here.
Bassett, Babyface, what's his name?
You said a lot of names. You still trying
Right?
Tony Tone, Ralph.
Oh, yeah.
to... Yeah. One of the Tonys that name wasn't Tony.
Everybody
Yes.
in my movie.
Raphael Sadiq.
Yeah.
Raphael Sadiq.
Uh-huh.
Yes. So I go up there, I start singing Let's Stay Together. And when I'm singing Let's Stay Together,
Al Green's Let's Stay Together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, she even sung a legendary song. out
so
this
when I'm
motherfucker.
singing it, I'm going like this, like let's stay together. And when I'm going like this, Quincy stands up in his chair and he's mocking me with his hand.
With his old ass. Get it, Quincy.
This is a player, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm just like blown away. So I go into I heard he sang a good song.
Fugees.
Fugees.
Oh,
That's
did
not
you do the
Fugees.
Roberta? I know it was Roberta Flack.
All
but-
right, don't do it like that. Don't do it like that. There's a lot of legends in the room.
Right?
Not saying Fuji's not legends. I'm just saying it was a legend before the legends.
Right.
Go ahead.
Isn't it?
So I sing that record, and then after I sing that, there's a break, and Obama comes on the screen.
Obama!
Nigga, she
What
pulled
he look
Obama
like in
out the
person? What he
ass.
look
God
like in
damn
person? He
it.
look good. He
What
look
is
good
it?
though.
That's where y'all gotta use y'all listening skills.
Oh,
Obama
okay.
comes on the screen.
He's still in the
okay.
house though.
I
He's
don't
still
know
in the
where he
house.
was at,
He's
but
still in the house.
he made the announcement when Oprah has a party, even if you can't be there, you got to show up.
I'm hip.
So he goes into telling
hip.
everything about Selma, their story, and everything that was going on. And then there's a moment of silence. Then lights come down, and I sing Adele's "Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am young again." That song. So I sang that, and I got a standing ovation. Now I
As
only
you
have
should.
one more song left. Silly Me decides to pick a song that Quincy Jones produced.
No,
Which
Smart
one?
of You.
I got a real thing.
Oh God, Tamir.
By my side, someone. So I got that record, and this was my first time playing with this band. I met them in LA, and I don't think they ever heard of that song because it took a lot for us to get through rehearsal. So I won't point any
Hold on, I'm gonna play
fingers.
I'm gonna play myself. I know it's not the band, but I'm gonna play myself. The band was The Roots.
No.
No.
Because
Because you had a lot of legendary shit in the story.
No. This is
Go ahead.
some corporate individuals that worked out. The guy who I got it booked from, I feel like, only had a certain amount of money to spend. So flying people out wasn't going to be conducive to that. So he had to.
But you
find
still got to stand in O though.
from the song before. I'm
Okay.
getting to
Go
this
ahead.
record. So I started singing it. I don't know what happened, but something happened in the music where I went dead. I went completely lost, and I stopped singing. This is my first time I ever stopped singing. I will make up a line in a minute. I stopped singing because my heart just dropped into my stomach. And Oprah stood up in her chair, and she points to Quincy Jones like, how you gonna mess up this man's song and he's here? And Quincy is looking at her like, it's okay. Because I think he knew, but at the same rate. But the moment that forever will stand out, shout out to Tasha, is it Tasha Wright from Why Did I Get Married?
Sounds about right.
The one who be going off on
Sounds about right again.
Tasha Smith.
What was
All of it sounds
what was
right.
the
Shout out to her and shout out to Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett.
That's
was
definitely
there?
right.
They saved my heart. I looked over to the right, and both of them were just like this.
Don't
Like,
worry
you
about
already
it.
made your name. You're a human. Humans mess up, and you did amazing. You already proved yourself, so you'll be okay. That was the first night I met Viola Davis as well.
Say what?
I was in the bathroom warming up and had no idea she was in the stall.
Wow.
And she came out like, "You're gonna do great."
Alright.
Now, was this your debut of performing or coming out
See,
as
here's
a
the
performer?
tricky thing. I don't just sing Bobby Storm music for a living. I'm like Bruno. I'm the wedding singer. So I've sang at corporate events. I've sang at events all over the world. When
So
it comes to
you was covering.
covers.
Okay.
Correct. This was not a Bobby Storm. They won't know my name. And that was what pissed me off the most about even signing that contract, because if I would have just went out there to I begged him, like, let me just go in there and get a glass of water. And if nobody else comes up to me, then fine. But even just me standing outside of the door at the entrance, Dr. Phil came over to me, wanted me on the show, and who interrupted him was Common.
Wow.
Walked over to him like, I'm sorry to interrupt y'all, but you did amazing. Had to shake my hand. Baby face. Shook my hand. Like, I didn't even want to watch it anymore. So to hear them backstage saying, they want to know who the singer is. They want to know who the singer is. And me not be able to tell people that, that's why that's one of the reasons why I knew it was time for me to do my own thing. And
So, but why couldn't you tell them my
Because-
name is Bobby Storm? What was stopping you?
Now I think what she's saying is they knew the name, but they didn't really know.
no, they didn't know the name. She's right.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Like if you out there and you outside
Wait a minute, you
and
singing and you
Common-
can't say your name?
No.
No, what I'm saying is like when she's saying she's standing out there and Common approached her or whatever.
It was the contract I signed with the
So
corporate people.
even
that
when
I
they
was with.
introduce
I
you,
won't
they
go
didn't-
into races.
So when they introduce you, they didn't
You
say your
couldn't be
name.
like, oh yeah, oh thank you for that comment.
Well,
I'm
the
Bobby
me
Storm.
now would do that. The me
Okay.
now wouldn't give a fuck. Can I cuss on this?
yeah, motherfucker.
Okay. Because I saw them smoking a blunt earlier
Shit.
one
Yeah,
morning, and I was like,
If you
all right,
got it,
this
light
all the way
it.
live.
If you got
But
it,
no,
light it.
the me now wouldn't have an issue because the me now is trying to push my music.
Yeah.
The me back then was not even a solo artist and was not even interested in it. So I'm going by all the rules of the corporate game, and I'm standing my ground because that was what they said I couldn't do.
Okay.
Wow.
So
but
did
the
you
me
get a?
now wouldn't give a fuck. Like, you're not gonna take a mic from me.
So did you get a check off the contract?
Of course. course.
All right, cool.
It's
So
Quincy Jones
I
and all
don't
this.
know what kind of contract she's in. I have to ask because the people on the other side gonna
I've
be
been
like,
suing diamonds off these niggas' dresses and shit. You gotta
ask.
pay me
I
my
pride
motherfucking money.
I gotta ask.
And being one of the highest paid.
Okay, I have to ask. There's no disrespect to you. I gotta ask as the people on the other side. You know,
No, I gotta check.
Okay.
I just wasn't able to say who I was, and
So-
that bothers me
So
about the corporate.
even off the introduction, they
corporate world.
introduce you as your name.
No, they
Because
have to no. South, you know Colin Cowie, who books Oprah's events. He's like her go-to wedding planner and designer and planner. He's been all over her show.
So
he's
they-
the one who hired the company that I was working
So
for.
they introduce you as this beautiful songstress,
Yeah, ladies and
vocalist.
gentlemen, but none of that. Coming to the stage, Bobby Storm. None of that.
Nope. And I heard it all over the mic over and over again backstage, like, who's the singer? They want to know who the singer is. And the names that they were saying, I know that they are like John Mayer type leveled people. Like they were heavy in the industry. I don't remember the names, but they're like head of, labels that were asking questions like this. And I couldn't even go in to say, to get a glass of water.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I feel real. That kind of makes me upset about it.
But this
because
story
it's like,
makes it 10 times better for when I meet Oprah.
yes,
Exactly.
When I tell her.
'Cause she already gonna
that's not
know.
even the beginning of it. I first saw Oprah in the hallway, and I didn't want her to see me for the first time in sweatpants. So I hid like a creep behind a pillar when she knew that she had just saw me and there was no other way for me to go. So she kind of just walked past me, hiding behind a pillar.
Please, the
Yo,
way
child.
Oprah be showing her corns and bunions on her feet, you should
Nigga,
have said
I was about to
hello.
say, did you see Color Purple?
Yeah,
Did you see
same.
Oprah in
But
her
when you see
verses?
somebody like that, you just get mad.
Oprah can see you in some sweatpants.
It's a next
It's
level.
different.
They ain't had no sweatpants in
What?
Color Purple, all I'm saying.
Yeah, because I'm not going to even front.
I wasn't the same
paused
person
that
I am
camera.
today. And the person I am today would have literally hopped out in the aisle like,
Yeah.
"You Oprah, you better listen to me say." It would have been a whole thing. But that wasn't who I was back then.
So that was your first big deal as an artist, coming out and being in front of that type of crowd. That was the first time?
No, I don't get that
No,
vibe.
I wouldn't say as an artist. No, I just would say it was another corporate event because we had sang for lots of celebrities before then. Princesses that were marrying rugby players, Martha Stewart. We had performed for a lot of people before because that's what the corporate world is about.
You talking about
This had
Martha
nothing to
before
do
she went in jail or after she came out?
Both.
Both?
Wow.
So, this doesn't have anything to do, or her events.
Okay.
But this had nothing to do with Bobby Storm. This was all Stephanie Morrison in the corporate world.
But on the light side of it, the team that had you in those predicaments, shout out to them.
Exactly.
Because you have a lot of people who have agents and managers and stuff like that and don't even be in
Not to
that
pat
type.
yourself
that
on the
was
back.
you. Oh, I pat
Not
you.
to
That
pat
was you.
yourself
That's
on the
all
back.
you.
Not to
So
pat
you
your
need
own
to
self on the
add
back.
businesswoman in that
Not
bio
to-
of yours,
Do you
as
know,
opposed to just
people
writer.
will eventually find out. I will be like,
You about to be
I mean,
my
you
manager.
the female Master P.
No,
When
you
you look
are.
online,
You are that.
the record label
In
that
my
you see
eyes.
for all of my music is Bobby Storm LLC.